So welcome, mothers and others. I can't wait to introduce you to the candidates tonight. We have five wonderful candidates to bring to you this evening. And our first candidate is Melissa McDonough. Melissa McDonough is a candidate for Texas 38th Congressional District, and she is running against Republican incumbent Wesley Hunt. And if you all are not paying attention, you need to pay attention. Wesley Hunt is someone that he is voting with Republicans, of course, hand in hand, and we really need to get him out of office. So welcome, Melissa. I'm so glad you're here. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are and why you are running for office?
Absolutely. And thank you for having me. I greatly appreciate it. I am in my car. I am being driven around as we're going from meeting to meeting. So I apologize for the black background. I have lived, and I am the only candidate that lives in our district, including the incumbent. I have lived in the district for 30 years, but I am a wife, a devoted mother, a business leader, a community organizer, and a defender of democracy. I have been lobbying in Congress since 2004 for affordable housing, healthcare for all, and for consumer protection. So this is an opportunity for me to move to the other side of the couch. We're just in a time in our story, a place in our story where both of my children work for the Department of Defense. So we are empty nesters. And now I have the opportunity to segue out of my business, out of my corporation that I own, into representation full time. Why I chose Fed and where this really started was when Abbott stole children at the border, abducted children. That was my first line. My next line was with George Floyd, and America took to the streets because Congress was not listening, was not paying attention. And then my final line is when we rolled back Roe versus Wade, and my grandmother has more rights than I do. When Oliverson introduced the heartbeat bill, I lobbied against that in his office. And it still passed because we have chaos in government. So my reason is to get the extremists and the chaos out of government, be about people, then policy, then we can talk politics. But we need to start with people. And it's not a red or blue problem. We have a purple solution, and that's where we need to work towards. And I'm going to be part of that.
Well, that's wonderful. Those are really great reasons to be running for office. And so I agree with all of those for sure. So can you tell us, what are the top three issues that are the most important in your districts?
I have surveyed our district over time. Again, I'm a realtor of 30 years. So I'm out in the district for 3 decades now. And over the same things come up. It is healthcare. And we do not do well taking care of our children, our elders, or our vets. And I actually lobbied for healthcare with Senator Obama. And so it was fun to see some of that come to fruition. But the next thing that the district has spoke up about is immigration. And not just immigration at the border, but how immigration affects Houston and how we are not taking care of that. There's some great things that we can do. We just need to take ownership, and we need to get Greg Abbott out. I mean, that's just a heartless man. And start treating people with respect, move forward with immigration, and be able to help our economy is our third thing that I've been told to work on, which has to do with affordable housing, the homeless, and our homeless families and children. Right now in Harris County, we are building a building for 6,000 homeless children. We are going to take homeless children from homeless families and segregate them from their families and put them in an exclusive building all by themselves. These are issues that we have got to work on a federal level.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I had no idea about the children. That's the first I've heard of that. That's just, why is Houston just breaks my heart so often these days. I just don't know what else to say. It just breaks my heart, but I love Houston so much. It's one of these cities that has really turned into one of my favorite cities in Texas. So it just breaks my heart. So tell us really quickly, Melissa, where can we find you and how best can we support you right now while you're running for office?
Our website has all of our social media handles on it. It's melissaforcongress.com. Again, that's MELISSA forcongress.com. And the best way to support us is get out with us. We know our win numbers, but also this fall, my goal was to make sure that the ballot was stacked with opposing party to be able to give people choices. So I have recruited, my down ballot is full. So we're working together. When we block walk, we're block walking with Moms Demand. We're block walking with League of Women Voters, but I'm also block walking with the Railroad Commissioner, our judges, our Senate district in that area, our House district. We walk together. So when we knock on a door, we're like, hi, who do you want to talk to? Because we're all here. So support us through sharing our social media. If you're in our area, we need call banking done to make sure, again, the legislator passed that everyone has to apply for a ballot. Most people don't realize that. So we need to make sure we're getting those ballot applications turned in so they get their mail-in ballots, chase those ballots, and then block walking. So if anybody anywhere in the country would like to do some phone banking, I've got a list for you.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. And I cannot wait to see you on the campaign trail. So thank you for taking the time to meet with us.
Thank you. See you guys there also.